Well now, I'm about to show you a most unusual illusion. In fact, it's the first time ever on any TV anywhere, I should imagine, because it's so old. In the 1920s, Jarrett started to make crazy illusions. He was a wonderful character of American magic, and this is one of the illusions. Now, they're topping up this barrel, which has already got a lot of water in it. It holds about 45 gallons. And to show you how difficult it is to move around in a barrel, one of our audience is going to help. Would you mind coming here, young man? And what I want you to do is this. Tread carefully in there, because it's a bit wet, and we'll just pull that over. And I want you to try to get in the barrel, and then manoeuvre yourself around inside there, you know. It's not easy. This isn't the best view of our audience we've ever had. It's awkward, isn't it? And you can't get yourself in. Now, but you did that very well. That applause is for you. Thank you. Dry your feet on the carpet. I'm sorry, there's water splashing everywhere. But what we're going to do now is we're going to introduce the young man who is going to go into the top barrel. And it's not just an illusion, it is a puzzle. His name is Martin Daniels. And I must point out at this stage he got the suit half price, and he's practiced this. It's not dangerous, it's just exciting, isn't it?
Very.
Tell your dad you're excited.
I'm very excited.
Right, now step carefully into this because it's wet, and I don't want you to get hurt at all. Another couple of buckets can go in, I think. Yes? I'd like to see another couple of buckets in, because, and we lower that down. That's the idea, really pour them in there. I'll move out the way in case it splashes out. There it is. It's starting to run out the overflow holes. Good. Now, yes, well, don't worry. You're going to get wetter than that in a minute. Now, here's the surprise. Up you go. Very carefully. Carefully up. Carefully up. Carefully up. Guide him in. Guide him in. That's the idea. Whoop. I knew this would be a messy trick. And this is why you've never seen it on television. That's it. Yeah, okay. Don't worry. Cold. It's going to get colder. Now, I'm going to get to a position where I can get ready to do the trick. Now, I want you to take some deep breaths. When he goes in, top up the water because it will overflow. All right, get a couple of buckets standing by ready. And then put the lid on. That's very important. Now, I have buckets ready, deep breaths, and away you go. He goes in, the water is bound to overflow. We top it in some more, like that, splashing it all over the place. That's the idea. Another bucket, and then put the lid on. Now, he's holding his breath at the moment underwater, but don't worry about it. Put the lid back on, and this is not a dangerous effect, ladies and gentlemen. We're just going to slide this barrel underneath here, and this is not to catch overflow or anything like that. This is the illusion that Jarrett designed. Now, what happens now is that's under there. There is a space here for him to breathe, okay? Just a space for him to breathe, that's all. And you can see he's bumping up there for a bit of breath, a bit of fresh air. And then, this is not dangerous, it's just a puzzle. You see, this is a magic show, and Jarrett designed oddities. Now, what I want you to do is just try to push that barrel my way if you can. Thank you. Just push it my way. And inside here now, we find Martin Daniels. So, he goes on there. Isn't that a goodie? Well, that's just about wraps up the magic show for this week. Hope you've enjoyed the fun and the laughter and the show, of course, and the magic. And this is what I'd like you to sort out and puzzle over till you watch us again next week. You see, in here is no water. Well, very little just off his body. So how can you get a man to go from one barrel to the other and yet still leave in the top barrel all the water?
Paul Daniels is currently appearing in his own show at the Prince of Wales Theatre, London.